Today I have my friend here, Vincenzo.
Hello.
We're drinking wine, and we're gonna talk about with honey. Yeah, actually, this is a
You put a
sin.
lot of honey, by the way.
Yes.
Look at this.
I did put honey because this is box wine, and I put ice in it. This should be a
Yeah.
sin for you because he's Italian.
I
So
don't give a shit.
you shouldn't curse. This is YouTube. Go get a spoon while I introduce the subject matter. So, today we're going to be talking about my situationship from hell that just ended 2 days ago. Yes, 2 days ago on Wednesday. And I'm going to go from the beginning. And this is a very interesting and, well, unexpected story. Okay? You can laugh at me because I am laughing at myself, or else I would cry. So this is all started the worst way possible, I guess, because I met this guy at Blob. Okay, this place is called Blob. It's the worst after party you can go to if you're in Florence, Italy. Okay, it's really the worst place. It's full of people with bad intentions. Let's just say that. Let's just be.
Let's stop there.
Yeah. So I met him there one night that I was very drunk with a friend. We were just having fun, and I'd never been there after I met him, by the way. We used to go there because we never wanted the party to end, and we're like enemies of the end. We never want to go home, basically, and this was the only place open after 4 a.m. It goes until like 6. So I arrived at 6 at this place. And this guy was just standing there.
He also said he never goes there. Maybe he does.
Well, let's not foreshadow anything, okay? But I'll tell him how was the first night that we met. He approached me. Well, because I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
And we started talking, and I was with my friend, but she was very drunk. So it was me, him, and her. She left, and it was just me and him. And I didn't really want to go home because I was drunk, and when I'm drunk, I don't want to go home. Cling to that.
Clean.
This is why we're recording this, by the way. We just came back from a party, and the party sucked. So we just wanted to do something else at home. But going back to that, I didn't want to go home. And he was actually, the story that he told me, now I don't know if it's true, but do you know the story? He told you the story. Yeah. So this night, so he's not from Florence. He's from another city. I mean, I'm going to say his name, and I'm going to say where he's from. I don't give a freak, okay? He's from Ponte Seve, which is how far from
I
here?
have no idea.
It's like a 30 train ride from Florence, okay? And his uncle lives here in Florence, and I'm living in Florence. So he told me that he was locked out of his uncle's house. That's why he was at Blob, because he had a gig that he's a piano player. Red flag. He's a musician. Now I know. So he played a gig and he forgot his keys, so he was locked out of his uncle's home. Oh yeah, poor him. That's why he was at Blob, because that was the only place that was open. And it checks out. It is the only place that's open at that hour. So we met. We hanged out. We were hanging out, walking the streets of Florence until the sun was out. And he's very fun. He's very interesting. He knows exactly what to say, because he's a great guy.
So nice.
So nice. Let's not spoil anything, okay? We were just walking along Arno, actually. We were like, just let's go to the river. Let's just hang around a little bit more, because I didn't want to go home. Because I could take a taxi and go home, but I was so interested in this guy. Because let's be honest, he's pretty hot.
Yeah, he's good.
He's cute. We're walking along Arno. We actually went down the river, and we were like, we were not swimming, but we were just hanging around the river. And at some point he said to me, I'll just walk you home. and then I'll take a bus and go home because it was day already. And I was like, okay, let's do that. And we were all, this is important, by the way. We were walking all the way home. And then at some point, we were just like chit-chatting, like talking. And at some point I asked, how many girlfriends had you had? And he told me he's never had a girlfriend. And I was like, nice, I'm going to be Spurs. I'm going to be special. That was that.
Did you take it as he was a virgin, or did you just take it as...
No, we were talking about other stuff. No. I asked him, like, what was the freakiest thing that he did. Like, I knew that he was not a virgin.
Pure.
He was not pure. Yeah. But he told me that he's never had a girlfriend before. And I believed it. Silly me! Foreshadowing. I think we're giving away too much. But he came to my house. He slept over. It was great. Okay. Let's just say that. Next day, he wakes up. He actually stays a long time that day. He left at like, 3 p.m. Like, we hanged out a lot the next day. And then he left. He told me, "Te escrevo," which means I'll write you. During our walk and everything. Oh, also, our first breakfast, we went to a cafe, by the way, because it was daytime already. And he was like, let's get breakfast on the way to my house. He got a bunch of stuff. He got like un cornetto, a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Caffè, abbiamo preso un cappuccino. He had coins. He told me, I don't have enough money to pay. I had to pay for the breakfast. The whole breakfast. And he took a bunch of shit.
Bitch.
Yes, crazy. Red flag.
So big.
Such a big red flag. And I still brought him to my house because he was cute. And, well, I'm just a do it for the plot kind of girl. It's not like I'm... Yeah. Don't say that. It's YouTube. Anyway. He comes over. He stays. He tells me, "Te escrevo." He told me he was going to write me. How he has my number? When we were walking back, I show him a song. So he's a piano player and I'm Brazilian. And I was showing him a Brazilian song. He loved it. And he was like, send it over to me. Do you have Instagram? And at that time, I didn't have Instagram. So he just put his number on my phone as my love Pietro. Hi, Pietro! He saved his name like that on my phone. My love Pietro. Send over the song to himself. And that's how he had my number. And I had his number.
She said that he didn't have a profile picture.
Oh, he doesn't have a profile picture on WhatsApp, by the way. Never have. And that's another red flag ignored.
I wish I had a red flag that I could just like swing every time there is a
yes.
red flag.
But then a week went by, actually. And this week I was completely anxious and thinking, oh my God, should I text him? Should I not text him? And I didn't. The whole week I didn't text him. Actually called me on Monday being like, do you want to vuoi beccarci? He told me, which means...
Do you want to meet up?
Do you want to meet up? And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah. So he came over. And from then on, we were seeing each other every week for 2 months. April and May. We were seeing each other every week. Sometimes 2 times a week. Yeah. And I ignored the red flags because we were not texting in between meeting. We were just texting each other to set up the meetings. And that's something that I was actually telling my friends, like, is this good? Is this bad? But no, it was a red flag. Now I know. Okay, what happened then? Like, he met my friends. At some point, we were at a bar and he came. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
We were at a bar. He
Yeah,
came
I
and he
remember.
met. Were you there? No, you had already left.
You came at the hotel.
Oh, yeah, also.
I remember that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
no, he met.
That's my story.
Okay, that's your story. You
No,
tell the story.
that's my private story with me and my boyfriend.
Okay. he met all of my friends. Not all of them, but he met most of my friends, and most of my friends loved him.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like a good guy, you know? That's why I was so confident in it. Because all of my friends were like, yeah, he's a good guy. He seems like a good guy. We went to his hotel. At some point, I came to one of his gigs to get him and do something else. Then he came also at a bar when I was with Ege, and we hanged out with my friends. And then, let's do this quick, but let's do the bad part quick. But then I found out that my dad was in a hospital and I had to go back to Brazil. So we met, I don't know, one day before, and I texted him, look, my dad's in the hospital. I need to go to Brazil. I'm having a dinner with my friends. Do you want to come over and say goodbye? He came.
That's when I properly met him, by the way. Because when he came to the hotel I work in, it's not my hotel. I wish it was my hotel. It was like a very brief, because then I was busy with Ege, and then I just saw him, let's say.
Yeah.
At the dinner, it's where I met him. And he seemed very nice. I took the bus back home with him. We chatted. He seemed a very nice guy.
Yeah. He seemed like a very nice guy, by the way. And I didn't go really much into when we were together, but when we were together, it was not casual. He was telling me all of these things, how great I am, I'm the best, da-da-da, amore mio, da-da-da. Very love bombing in person, okay? It was not casual, not just to hook up and leave. Like, we were listening to music until 5 a.m. and, like, talking about philosophic stuff sometimes. Like, he's not that deep, by the way. Like, he's not smart in the head, but he's 24 too, so I did not expect that from a 24-year-old. But it was very nice to talk to him. He made me feel very good, okay? Let's just say that. So I find out my dad's in the hospital. I tell him, look, I need to go to Brazil. I'm having a dinner with my friends. Come over and say goodbye. He tells me, I'm coming over for dinner, but then I need to leave soon because I'm going to play in Torino, in the north of Italy. Important. He comes. He's so nice, though. He's so nice. We were acting like a couple that night.
Basically, yes. He paid for your pizza.
Oh, yeah. Actually, let me tell you, after the first dates, like the first breakfast, he paid for everything. Like, every time we would go out, every time, like, for one time he came over and he brought a bunch of groceries. Every time we went for breakfast, he paid for my pizza that night. Like, after the first breakfast, he never let me pay for anything. So there's that, but it doesn't really matter. So that night he officially met my friends. There was also my other friend Hia here, and she also really liked him. And yeah, he was so sweet. He took me to my room. He held my face and told me, like, let me look at your face. I'm going to miss you. I just want to look at you a little bit more. Like, give me news. Because if you die, like, I'm not going to have news of you because, like, you need to give me, like, update me. Because at that point, we were not, like, speaking always. So he was basically telling me, like, speak more a little bit. But not directly. Because he's a dumbass. Anyway.
As every man.
This particular. I leave. I stay from the 26th of May till the 12th of July in Brazil. In the meantime, my dad dies. Sorry, I don't know how to react to that yet, okay? Like, it's my way of dealing with it. If you don't like it, well, have your dad die and then deal with it yourself.
That's bad things.
What can I say? I mean, I'm laughing at it because if I don't laugh, I'll cry.
Everybody has their way to cope stuff.
Anyway, I tell him my dad dies. He's like super sweet. Of course, what else is gonna do? Imagine like, fuck you, bitch, I don't give a shit.
But that's so what?
Yeah, but while I'm in Brazil, I get him some stuff. I get him some gifts. Because I was thinking of him. Like, I was really liking this guy. Like, clearly.
Okay.
I've gave you stuff from everywhere I went, you know. Like, Brazil is not a huge thing for me. Fuck you. I gave you so many things from Japan and China. Like, you were the one that I gave you things the most. Anyway, he was at some point, actually, while I was in Brazil, we started talking a little bit. And he was telling me how much he missed me. He couldn't wait to see me, all of that. And then I buy the tickets to come back, and I tell him I'm coming back on the 12th of July. And he tells me, well, I'm not going to be there. I'm actually going to be in London. I'm telling literally every single piece of information. He's going to be back on the 19th of July in Florence. Period. I arrived. I see my friends. Everything is fine and dandy. Not fine and dandy. My dad's dead, but, like, I'm trying to cope, okay? But then the 19th of July arrives. And he's like, actually, I'm arriving in Pisa. He arrives in Pisa. He plays in Pisa that night. Oh. Yeah. And then on Monday, the 20th, he's like, I'm working the whole day. Now I don't even know what he was doing. He was probably... He says, I'll come and see you Monday because I'm working the whole day, but I'll make time to come and see you at night when I have the time. Another big thing is this guy is playing all the time. Like, almost every night he's playing in a bar somewhere, in a event, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, in my head, I'm ignoring the red flags because I'm saying, he's so passionate about his work. He's busy and he's still making time for me. That's why we don't speak that much. So I'm kind of covering the red flags with, like, he's passionate. And I love a passionate man, okay? Being passionate about something is very important for me. So on Monday, he comes over at 1 a.m. He arrives at 1 a.m., tells me how much he missed me. Aww, look at that. The girl and the gay. Yeah, the girl and the gay. And everything is fine and dandy, like it's always been, you know? Like, we do what we've always done, the way that we've always done, the good thing that has always been. And I'm not going to deny the fact that it was good. That's why I was blinded by it. He leaves in the morning. And then the thing is, I told him that I needed to see him before the 22nd because my friends arrived on the 22nd and they were going to spend a week here with me. And they did. So I basically told him, like, look, I'm not going to see you that week, so you need to see me before. That's why he came on Monday at 1 a.m. He leaves. My friend arrives, like, right after he left. Like, Brittany arrives. And everything is fine and dandy. I love my friends. I'm spending time with my friends. But then I'm speaking about this guy so much that they're like, we want to meet him. You know the story? And then in the morning I say, don't worry, you don't need to come anymore. But then I change my mind. I tell him to come. But then he said, last minute gig, showed up. What the fuck are you doing? Okay. He doesn't come on Saturday. And he tells me, can do it, say hi to your friends. And I'm like, sure, Pietro. And he's like, wait, are you mad? This was so funny. Wait, are you mad? I'm like, no, not mad. Let's just talk another time. So when, I don't want to, okay, let's not get into the whole, I think we need to get into the whole, like, I'm staying, I'm not staying thing. Cause so in this whole story, I've been applying to a master's degree in Finland for like 2 years, and I got accepted this year. And so my dad died, so I was like, maybe I'm not in the mental space to do this. So while my friends were here, I kind of decided not to go. And that was a big decision because I was very indecisive this whole time with him too, and he kept asking me. Maybe that's also a red flag. Why did he kept asking me? Like, I thought in my head, like, he keeps asking me, so he's sure if he wants to date me or not.
Yeah, because that could be both a red flag or not. Because on one side you could say, oh, she's leaving, let's do whatever. Mm-hmm. Or on the other side, like, oh, I really don't want her to leave. I want to make sure that she's not leaving. So you could, like, you never know until you know.
Exactly.
Basically.
Anyway, every time we saw each other, he was kind of asking, like, are you going to Finland? Are you not? And I always been like, I don't know. Also, Monday, the first time that we saw each other when I got back from Brazil, he asked me and I said, still don't know. So I just, while my friends were here, I just decided to have the talk with him. Because have in mind, we never talked about feelings, relationships, nothing. It was just everything...
Casual.
Not casual though, because he was calling me amore mio.
It was casual, but not with a casual behavior.
Yeah, kind of. Like words and actions, but not like actual important words. Anyway, I decided to stay and have a talk with him. Basically.
The talk.
Then I said to him, let's talk when you have the time. He came over on Wednesday. Arrived here 8:20 at night. He arrived. I was very, very nervous. I had a glass of wine before he arrived. I was so nervous. He arrived. He came in here. Gave me a kiss. It was awkward because he knew that we needed to talk.
One thing we need to also specify. She met his father.
Oh, that's important too. That's very important too. Oh my god. There was one time that he was at my house and there's a cool place near my house that sometimes he plays at. He's playing there Saturday actually. So leave in the comments if I should go or not. Actually today, actually, because it's midnight, 2 a.m. actually. But yeah, we went there one time and we were so coupley there. Like I just saw, like we were holding hands. He was hugging me, kissing me, like dragging me around. He told a stranger, like, yeah, this is my wife. Questa è la mia moglie. And I met his dad. He was kissing me in front of his dad. He was kissing me in front of his brother and in front of his brother's girlfriend. Very important information too, because in Italy this is kind of a huge deal. Yeah. So that was another thing that I thought, like, yeah, this guy's serious, you know. Have in mind that I've been like ignoring all the red flags because I thought he works a lot and he's never had a girlfriend, so I'm just ignoring the red flags. That's important. See, this is why I have you here. But Wednesday, he arrives. It's very awkward.
One
glass of wine. He arrives, gives me a kiss, asks me how I am, why I'm mad, because he can tell I'm mad. He's like, why are you mad? Like, what did I do something? Are you actually not mad that he's worried. Like, why am I mad? He's actually worried. That's the funny thing. Like, why are you mad about me? Like, why do you care? Anyway, let's get to it, okay? We start listening to music. He kisses me. He's very, very cozy here, right here where he's sitting. He's right here. I'm right here. He's so cozy. We're like this. Oh, baby. Literally. Oh, my God. This is giving me PTSD, bro. Oh, my gosh. And then I'm like, we're listening to music like we always do. Like, everything is very normal. He's hugging me. He's, like, doing the things that he does that I really like that he does. Then I stop and I'm like, okay, let's talk. And he's like, okay, let's talk. Are you ready? I tell him, look, while my friends were here, I've had some clarity. Maybe it's not the time to go to Finland, so I decided I'm staying. And I've decided a lot of things. I have clarity on a lot of things, and one thing that I don't have clarity on is you and us. I know that I really like you, so I want to be transparent and honest with you. He tells me, I really like you too. What do you want to do? He tells me, what do I want to do? So I'm like, well, I think I accepted the way that we were doing things, where, like, we were not speaking that much. We were not talking about relationships, anything, because I didn't know if I was staying or not. So I was not sure, first of all. So that's why I was accepting the way it was. But for me, it would be nice, because I like you and you like me, to just maybe intention for something a little more serious. He looks down, thinks for like 30 seconds, looks me in the eyes and says, well, the problem is I already have a girlfriend. Yes, he's had a girlfriend the whole time. The whole time he had a girlfriend. Yes, it's the craziest thing. Then I started to act like, at first, I'll be honest, I wanted to be mature and just say, okay, bye. But I didn't. I proceeded to scream at him for like 40 minutes. And like asking questions, like trying to like get some clarity on like why, how, you know. So let's go through everything that we talked about. First of all, I hope his girlfriend sees this, by the way. Like, what the? I can post it on my Instagram and like fucking tag him. That would be so cool. But so he tells me he has a girlfriend in the north of Italy. That's why he has another life here.
She's a Stark.
She's yeah. So yeah, and I asked him if he did.
Like, what does it mean? I have a girlfriend in the north. That's why I'm cheating on her. What?
Yeah, it's not an open
thing. Like,
yeah,
you be as far as you want. There's not an excuse to cheat on her.
Exactly.
Unless
like,
you have an agreement.
Yeah, it's not. It was not an agreement. It was not an agreement. Okay. Then I started asking questions like, "How long have you been with her?" Since before I met you. And then I was like, but you told me you never had a girlfriend. He laughs and says, I was joking. What a funny joke. I'm laughing
funny.
now.
My fist on your face.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
I will not say that. But then I started freaking out, being like, oh my god, your dad knows you have a girlfriend and you were kissing me in front of him. And he's like, nah, yeah, dai, il mio babbo, dai, dai, listen, my dad.
Oh, of course.
Your dad's a piece of shit too.
And the brother's girlfriend, like, she's a woman. What happens to women support women?
I don't know. What else? I called him a psychopath. Like, what was your plan? He said he never planned to tell me. He was just gonna keep doing things the way that we were doing things. But this was just not just about sex. I really like you. I really like spending time with you. That's why I make the time to come and see you. I asked if he had relations with other people, with other girls. He said yes. He didn't want to tell me how much. And it was a funny part because I said, you fucked. I cannot say that. I'm going to have to bleep these things out. But like, you fucked 1 million girls. And then he laughed and it was like, no, 1 million, no. Girl, what the fuck? You know? I was just freaking out, screaming at him for 40 minutes. Literally. Yeah, that's it. My situationship has always had a girlfriend. And I was kind of falling in love with him.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing from Brazil. I got him a bracelet because the first time we met, he had a bracelet on that he's... Now I don't know. I don't know if it was his friend that gave it to him. Maybe it was another girl too. But he had a bracelet on, and then the next time we saw each other, he was so sad because his bracelet broke. So I got him a bracelet, and I got him a shirt. I took the bracelet off of his fucking arm and I broke it, and I told him to burn the shirt and send me a picture because I don't want nothing with my loving energy around him. He hasn't sent me the picture yet.
Say about the phone that he forgot here.
Oh yeah, so at some point I told him to leave. Like, yeah, okay, go. And then he didn't. He stayed here so I could scream at him a little bit more. And I did. Why not? And the thing is, he was just, like, looking down, saying sorry that he was wrong. But I can just not... Every time I remember him looking at me and being like, I have a girlfriend. I scream and laugh because what the fuck? What the fuck? And, okay, let's get into a little bit of a discourse of, like, consent, okay? because this whole thing was not consensual, because consent starts with honesty. And I told him I would have never done anything with you if I knew that you had a girlfriend. And it's just like so stripping of like consent. It was like completely non-consensual then. If you're lying to get what you want, like you're completely lying to me.
You're tricking me.
You're tricking me to get what you want, which is so wrong. Yeah. So I called him a psychopath, of course. I asked, how do you sleep at night? You should break up with your girlfriend because you clearly don't love her. But yeah, I was feeling so icky, because I would never do that to a woman. And he put me in a position that I never wanted to be in. So it was so icky. So I white saged my whole house yesterday. It looked like a stoner's house because there was so much smoke here. And I feel so bad. Just sitting in this couch now makes me feel so icky. So icky. So icky. What else? Am I forgetting something? Oh, the phone. And then I started screaming at him, and then I got up to get a cigarette. I was smoking so much, by the way, while I was doing this. I got up to get a cigarette, and I was like, and you came here in my sacred space so many times, lying to my face, because most of the times that we were hanging, he lives with his parents too, by the way. He has no license, and he lives with his parents. Okay? His parents driving him around everywhere. Like in the morning he would call his mom to pick him up. So funny. Icky. Funny.
So funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Imagine like you go to sleep with someone, and then in the morning, hey mom, can you pick me up? I finished
literally
here.
That happened multiple times. And then I was like there screaming at him, being like, you came here lying to me in my sacred space. You liar. How do you feel sitting on my couch? And then he got up, got his little bag, his little fanny bag, his little pouch. Then he left. But he left. And then I came here to get my phone, and I saw that he forgot his phone. Then I had to go out, scream, you fucking forgot your phone. Then he came over. I was holding his phone. He got the phone from my hand, and I said, fuck you. And then he left. Then the last thing, like after he left, I texted him, like, I fucking mean it about the shirt. Burn that shit and send me a picture. And he never responded. So yeah, now I'm going to Finland. So yeah, I took that as a sign of being like, girl, you're making the wrong choices. You need a punch in the face for you to make the right choice and go to Finland. So now I'm going to Finland in
a couple of weeks, not even.
Of course, babe. 23 days. 23 days I'm going to Finland. And he's playing tonight at the place that we just came back from. And I'm deciding if I want to go or not.
In disguise.
Not disguise. No, not the wig. I will go as myself. And I will bring tomatoes. And I will bring my voice to scream, cheater! Pietro, you're a cheater. You suck. Bye, guys. Let me know if that ever happened to any of you, because I feel so alone, because all of my friends keep saying this is like movie shit. Yeah. This we never seen this in real life.
Oh my god.
But that would be me. That would happen to me. Because these things only happen to me.
Yeah,
only to me.
When you called me, you were like, oh, so I talked with Pietro, like, oh, so
I was telling everyone, by the way. I was like, guess what happened.
Oh, are you a couple now? No, he's already a couple. Like, what do you mean he's a couple? A couple with somebody else. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. I love being my friend's entertainment, you know? Like, this is what I am. My friend's entertainment.
If you wouldn't be here.
Yeah. Their life wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
And, well, my life would be so calm. But yeah, that's it. Also, like, don't ignore the red flags.
Never.
They were there.
Never.
But the thing is, like, he was nice.
Because
like, all of my friends told me he was nice.
Some things are a red flag only when you find out. that they're
Only
red flag.
then you
But
realize.
some of his things were red flag.
Like what?
Like
Not texting.
Not texting. Not texting for me, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Cause like even like you
Bro,
do it
when
also.
I was in Brazil-
you do it also. Like I'm not gonna text him because he has to text me first. Bitch, if you wanna talk with him, text him.
But I did sometimes.
Yeah, but like, why do you care? Like
No, but the
generally
thing is, no,
people,
no,
why
no,
do
no.
you care so much
I'm,
about
I'm saying
pride?
that we weren't texting, but we were texting every week. At least
Okay.
every week he would text me and ask me how I was.
Yeah, but
and
every week.
when I was here, we would go out at least like twice a week
Yeah,
or
but
text
every
twice a week.
Like okay, maybe I'm crazy. But
No,
when
you're
I like
not.
someone,
It's normal.
I text constantly.
Okay, I don't. That's the thing. I don't want to
don't
talk.
care about my pride. If I wanna hear someone, I gonna fucking text them. I don't
No,
care.
I-
I'm not gonna wait for them to text me.
No,
'Cause
but me
I
neither.
Gonna be the one. Texting.
No, but me
I don't care.
neither. That's the thing. But I don't want to be love bombed either. So I even
that's
thought
my
it was a
problem.
green flag because I've gone out with guys before, even Bald.
Bald.
Bald was texting me 24/7.
Oh, bold, poor guy.
For
For
me.
you also, but poor also.
And
poor
also
guy.
Samuele was texting me. That was love bombing. He was texting me 24/7. His dad had a heart attack, and
That was
he
love
called
bombing.
me at 3 a.m. to tell me that
Oh.
his dad had a heart attack, crying.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh, poverino.
Poverino cazzo!
Dad had an heart attack.
So what? My dad died.
Poverino anche tu.
Anyway. But see, like,
that was love bombing because then in the end he told you, actually I don't want to. Damn bitch, why are you texting me?
yeah,
so much?"
exactly. Like now, I don't really know what's normal, you know. So I thought that this was even a green flag.
The problem is that everyone is different, and so something is red flag for someone, it's a green flag for somebody else.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we already said bye, but we're saying bye again because, yeah, I think that's it.
yeah,
I think that's
let's
it.
finish it here.
But please make me not feel alone and tell me your stories of
Crazy shit that you
crazy
only see in
stuff,
movies.
bro. Crazy stuff. Bye. See you later.